This time on Woody's Garage, a new git fiddle and back to the Yak Kayak.
We have a new project. No, not this guitar. This is an old Odell. You can see the action's about yay high. Needs a neck reset and stuff, but this is not what I would work on. It's a cool little guitar though. I'd love to fix it up someday. I could do a hippie neck reset on it, which is to make a cut in the back of the neck from here to here, like with a hacksaw, and then the neck will tilt back enough, and you put a screw down this way. But I don't really want to do it to it. It's not a high price guitar or anything, but it's kind of cool. Right now it's just a wall hanger. But I have this piece of wood. Looks like oak, maybe laminated, maybe whatever. It's been kicking around forever. But I also have a 12-string Epiphone guitar neck from the 70s that I was thinking of selling, but then again I was thinking like, hey, why not try to make an electric 12-string out of it? Might be kind of fun. And I decided on this body shape. I know it's an acoustic and it's going to be an electric, but this is the shape I kind of like. So the first thing I'm going to do is establish a line. Now this line, I just drew it and it looks a tad off. I can't tell if this is laminated like butcher block, because it's got these and stuff like that. It's not a terrific piece of wood, but I've been looking for a piece of wood that washed up in the ocean or something like that, but I haven't found one in like a year and a half, so I decided to go with this. If I hate it, no big deal, because the thing's just sitting around, just aging, getting moldy and stuff. It's got some cracks in it. Yeah, I'm aware of it. It might even be cool that way. Who knows? I don't really care. But anyway, this center line is where I got to set the guitar up to draw the outline of the body so that I have something to go by. It will also be where the center of the neck is when you route it out for the neck to sit in there. And those are the only main things that I am thinking about right now. As far as like electronics and stuff like that, nah, that's later. Much later, if I even get to that point. But so we're going to trace this thing out, and we're going to try to cut it with, I was thinking my scroll saw, but it's too thick to fit in a scroll saw, and I don't even know if it would probably take forever. So probably my my jigsaw. So let me see if I can get an outline on this, and we'll go from there. Okay, we got the outline. Don't know if you can see it. It's certainly there. One thing I was thinking about was like, how close do I come to this with the jigsaw? Ew. I don't want to be hasty with this. I've just been putting it off, and now I just want to do it, so I'll probably screw it all up. But well, this blade gave up pretty quick. I don't know how long I've had it, where it came from. I got a brand new metal fine tooth that I'm going to try out, because I got this far and that blade just popped right out, and it took me forever to get this far. So how am I ever going to make the curve, etc.? Don't know. This blade cuts much faster. It's the one to use. Well, I drew it out again. First I did it in pencil, then I did it with magic marker, and I definitely screwed up this side. Don't like that. I'm thinking like, boy, that makes me uncomfortable. And I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll flip it over and do it on the other side. I had to move the whole thing up because like of this crack. I figured if I moved it up, this was the worst crack, I'd have less of it here. But I'm also thinking like, yeah, maybe I should have made templates out of cardboard. Then I'd have something to go by after this is cut out when I'm sanding and stuff like that. So I think we're going to put a little more thought into this and not be hasty. I made the first cut well, not completely, but took off this big part of it, and I'm going to cut out the rest. Well, here we are with the whole shape. I like the shape. Not sure if I love the wood. Yeah, I love the wood. This isn't going to be a magnificent guitar by any means. It's going to definitely be kind of a beater, which is kind of what I like. But I've been trying to, you know, since I've had this piece of wood, and it's been sitting in the basement now for about 15, 20 years, I never knew what it was from. You know, bowling alley maybe? It, like first thought was it looked like butcher board, you know? But it looks to me, if you're looking at it like this, like it's oak. Someone's saying, no, maple. I don't really know. But anyway, we're going to continue. Neck's going to go like about here. Boy, this thing would almost make a neck, wouldn't it? And there's going to be a lot of things to consider, like the neck angle. You know, you don't want it to be totally flat like this. I want it to be kicked up a little bit like this, because it's going to have a bridge here. It will be, I guess, electric. It's heavy. Yeah, it'll have to be electric. There's no acoustic principles to this chunk of wood. So, we finally got it to some kind of shape, so end of part one. Well, I'm using a different soldering iron. I decided to do the initial work. How's it look? Probably weak. Slightly different method on this one. Poking holes almost 3/4 to all the way through first, and then kind of stitching down, but you'll see that this part doesn't line up as easy as this part did. So, and I don't know how to get pressure on it to get this gap together. You know what I mean? Yeah, I guess it's going to be a hack job, but I think it'll probably hold. Well, I used this rod to bend it out, and then made some deep plunges, for lack of a better word, like all the way through. Then I smeared some over, so I'm going to try to add some material to this. I think I have some milk carton stuff. I'll try that. Yeah, if I could see this in the sun. It's conforming to the shape better than I thought. Not great, but pretty good. Now I still want to go back and apply more heat and get more kind of back and forth iron to kind of mesh it in with the other stuff. I tried putting in a staple. It didn't work very well, and I still got to do this and the top, so I might do the top next, I think, because he seems, you know, there's certainly a little bit off, not perfect, but I'm really surprised it came back to this round. Okay, let's look at the top. And once again we have this gap. This one's even bigger. How I get this to come together, I don't know. Something pushing up from the bottom maybe. The access is really difficult. Maybe if I, thinking like if you tighten in some wires and you tightened them. I pulled it together a little bit. Drilled 2 holes in the wire, cinched it. You know, once you get to about where my finger is, things change. At least on the other side, you know, suddenly the gap becomes tighter. So we'll do that first. I'm going to clean it up a little bit with a wire brush. Pretty strong. Wish I could get the inside. And you got the sides so that they're together, except for maybe right there. And we still got this gap here. This one's kind of, not quite sure I'm going to get that. It's even a little better, I think. It's going to hold up with a dam, I don't know. Beating up the other iron right now. This one. Let's see if I can kind of, I would like to penetrate a channel. It's indented a little bit, and then fill that with the plastic milk bottle. So this is actually a top of a cream cheese container, which said HDPE2 on it. Should be the right stuff, but doesn't seem to really be sticking that well. So I think I'm going to call it a day. It's a lot better than it was. And we'll get back to it.